Alright, task number 4, manual pages. If you haven't already worked in Linux, take a look at the Linux Fundamentals module. We've done that. Linux, usually Kali Linux, is without a doubt the most ubiquitous operating system used in hacking, so it pays to be familiar with it. One of the many useful features of Linux is the built-in man command, which gives you access to the manual pages for most tools directly inside your terminal. Occasionally you'll find a tool that doesn't have a manual entry. However, this is rare. Generally speaking, when you don't know how to use a tool, man should be your first port of call. Let's give this a shot. Say we want to connect to a remote computer using SSH, but we don't know the syntax. We can try man SSH to get the manual page for SSH. Let's see this. We say here man SSH. As you can see, boom, there you go. You have all the commands and switches that you can use with SSH. Awesome. We can see in the description that the syntax for using SSH is user, and then here you can see SSH connects and logs into a specific destination, which may be user at hostname, IP, or a URI in the form of SSH. And then we have the schema, user, hostname, IP, and port. Let's see if we say man SSH and we say here grep user at, there you go. The same thing that we found. SSH connect and logs into the specified destination, which may be specified by the user and then the host name or the URI in the form that we saw on TryHackMe. We can also use the man pages to look for special switches in programs that make the program do other things. An example of this would be that from our very first example, stag hide can be used to both extract and embed files inside an image based on the switches that you give it. For example, if you wanted to display the version number of SSH, you would scroll down in the man page until you found the appropriate switch, displays the version number, and exit. We have the switch W, and then use it. We can see it here, the version. We can see the version of SSH. If we say SSH uppercase V, we can see our version. But let me see if we go lowercase v, it's not used. Another way to find that switch would have been to search the manual page for the correct switch using grep. We did that, but we did not use it for a switch. And here you can see if you say man SSH pipe grep and then we use the switch uppercase V, we say here just display, we find nothing. Let's write the exact same thing from TryHackMe and see version. Let's leave it like that. Oh, we found it. Here you can see the V. Now, if we say man grep and here we check for E, lowercase e uses patterns as the patterns if the option is used multiple times or is combined with the F file option, search for all patterns given. So E helps us with a pattern, right? And the pattern is, for instance, if we say man SSH, we just search that and we want to search for this one, enables forwarding. I will say Q, we say man SSH pipe grep E allows enables forwarding. We close it. Okay, let me see, should be an exact match, I think. Yes, it's case sensitive. Perfect. Now your turn. Answer the following question using the man command. Answer the questions below. SCP is a tool used to copy files from one computer to another. What switch would you use to copy an entire directory? Alright, we'll use this. Man SCP grep E and we'll say keyword. I will say directory. Found nothing. Let me see if it's uppercase. No. Actually, let's see if we find something in SCP, if we have it installed. Oh, yes, we have it. All right. Let's see. Okay, then I will do this. I will use entire. Recursively copy entire directories. Note that SCP follows symbolic links encountered in the tree. So we have our fdisk is a command used to view and alter the partitioning scheme used on your hard drive. What switch would you use to list the current partitions? Right, we say manual fdisk grep, and then here we say keyword current. We say current and we find nothing yet. Partitions. Wipe partitions. What do you use to list the current? Alright, let's do for that keyword list. Alright, list devices are always listed. List details. Output list, specify the output. So let's try with this X. I will say X. Nope, that's not it. Devices in the kernel listed in, let's try the L. Yeah, that was it. Nano is an easy to use text editor for Linux. There are arguably better editors like Vim, which is great, and I actually prefer Vim being the obvious choice. However, Nano is a great one to start with. What switch would you use to make a backup when opening a file with Nano? Same procedure. We go here, Nano, and here we say backup. Or there you go. It's -B. And here we say netcat is a basic tool used to manually send and receive network requests. What command would you use to start netcat in listen mode? Using port 12345 is NC listen port 12345. No? Listen port. Maybe I have to go netcat. It will be strange because I know the command is used by NC. Listening port. It has to be like this. Maybe it needs to go. Okay. So I had to use the. You can just use the -LP without using 2 dashes, let's say, or typing the switch 2 times. Awesome.